Hi friends, it's Miss Kyra here with San Francisco Ballet's Dance in Schools and Communities team. I'm here with another dance lesson for you all, this time on exploring motion, using some pushing, pulling, jumps, and rolls. First, we're going to be reviewing over Newton's third law of motion. Then we're going to be going through some everyday pushing and pulling motions. And lastly, we'll move around our space using some jumps and rolls. Now come on, let's go. Now I know you just learned about Newton's third law of motion, but just in case, here's a little review. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So imagine you're on a swing and a friend pushes you. How hard they push is equal to how high you'll swing. And how forward and up you go is equal to how backwards and down you'll go after. Now that we've got that down, let's go ahead and put it into action. Go ahead and find a wall or a door or anything else in your house that you could really push against. And use your hands to push just a little bit at first. Okay, now go ahead and use your feet. Just put a little weight in there. And now find another body part that you could push with. It could be your head, your shoulders, your back, even your bottom if you want to be really silly. And now I want you to put all of your force, all of your weight into your body and push as hard as you can. Push, push, push. Really make it move. Is it budging? No. You know why? I think it's because the wall is pushing against me as hard as I'm pushing against it. That's an equal and opposite reaction. Now that we've done our push, let's do our pull with a little game of tug of war. You can also do this at home if you have a cloth and someone you can play with. So I'm just going to grab this curtain and pull as hard as I can. And let's imagine that there's someone else on the other end of this. If that were the case, would there just be an equal and opposite reaction? Or I think there would be two actions and one reaction. The two actions being me pulling as hard as I can and the other action being the other person pulling as hard as they could. And what's the reaction? The rope. Isn't that cool? So for now I want you to pull, pull, pull as hard as you can. Woo! That was a lot of pulling. Now it's time for our jumps. When we jump, our legs apply a force to the ground, and the ground applies an equal and opposite reaction that propels us into the air. Can we do 5 little bunny hops right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, can we try the biggest jump we can and jump? Nice. Did you notice that you use the ground to really push against and then throw yourself up into the air? Engineers use Newton's third law of motion to design rockets too. Can we imagine that we're a rocket about to blast off into space on the count of 3? Remember, push against the ground as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3, blast off! Nice! Now, can we do the same thing but making a shape in the air and then landing on the ground? 1, 2, 3, nice landing. Now we're on to our last thing, rolling. If we were to force our body down into the ground while in this circle position, what do you think would happen? That's right, a roll. We're exerting our own action force that's causing us to roll. Can you find another way to roll? And another way? And another way? Good job. I had so much fun exploring Newton's third law of motion with you. Thank you so much for joining me as we explored motion together. I hope now you feel confident that you can create art and ideas about meaningful topics. I'd love to see you try to make these motions even bigger by rolling down hills, jumping on trampolines, swinging higher on swings, whatever else you could think of. Thank you so much again, friends. I hope to dance with you again soon. Bye, everyone.